Now we are going to start with the detailed study of the functional group, that is the phenol. So what is phenol actually? The phenols are one, like you know that OH group is called as hydroxyl group. So when it is attached to an aliphatic aliphatic carbon chain, for example like this, then it is particularly called as alcohol. That it is particularly called as alcohol. But when this OH is attached to a benzene ring or an aromatic hydrocarbon, you can say, then it is called as phenol. It is called as phenol. So this is what is the is phenol. So we are just going to start with the definition of phenol. So what is that? It is hydroxy derivative of aromatic hydrocarbon. So this is an aromatic hydrocarbon, and you have seen that here the OH group is attached, and what you see that in which OH group is directly attached to a benzene ring. So any aromatic ring which contains the OH group is called as, particularly the common name which is called as phenol. It is not an alcohol, it is called as phenol, right. So if we talk about the one more thing, like this is phenol, but if I suppose I make a structure like this and I ask you that whether it is phenol, so yes, it is phenol. But if I make a structure like this and I ask you that is it a phenol, so it is not a phenol. This is a phenol, this is phenol, but this is not a phenol. The reason behind, here the OH group is not directly bonded to an aromatic hydrocarbon. So that means this OH group has to be directly linked to the benzene if we want to study about the phenol. So that compound is particularly called as phenol, in which OH group is directly linked to this benzene. That is phenol, right. So this is not phenol, this is phenol, and even this is phenol. Now if we talk about the bonding in it, so what we'll see that suppose I'll just make a bond. It is particularly this kind of bonding is there, and if I talk about the angle, it is approximately equal to 109 degree. That means it is equal to the tetrahedral value. It is equal to the tetrahedral value. But if we talk about the name for the geometry, it is planar, because like if I make a structure for methanol, let us compare it with methanol. So here also you know that angle is approximately equal to 109, means it is not exactly 109, it is 108 point something, but if we talk about the similarities, so we take them as 109 degrees, so we say that they both are comparable actually, and here the geometry is planar. But if we compare the bond length between C and O bond in this and C and O bond in this, we see that here the bond length is slightly short. Here the bond length is slightly short. Now what is the reason that bond length in this compound is short? The reason is that here the carbon atom is sp2 hybridized, and here it is sp3 hybridized. So we know that sp2 hybridized means double bonding is there, and double bonding means the shorter bond length. So that means it is going to have a comparatively short bond length as compared to this CO bond in methanol. Now you know that we can also confirm the shortening of the bond length. We can explain that in case of phenol, the shortening of bond length can be due to the it's actually due to the conjugation of the unshared pair of oxygen with the benzene ring. So we'll just have what happened actually, there is a partial double bond character here. There is a partial double bond character here which can be explained on the basis of resonance. And you know that what is the reason behind that it has a partial double bond character? The reason is the conjugation of the unshared pair which is present here on the oxygen, the conjugation of unshared pair with electron with the benzene ring. So we'll just draw a resonating structure in order to explain that. So this is phenol, we know that. We may write this kind or we may write of this kind, both means the same. Now what are the resonating structures? If we draw for them, we see that it acquires, because it has, you know that it has the lone pairs, so it can actually donate it to the benzene ring, and as a result it will get a partial double bond character, and negative charge is rotated among ortho and meta places. You can see that. So these are actually resonating forms. So now if it comes here, the bond shifts here, and these are actually the resonating structures. So it actually implies the stability of this ion, or it explains you that there is the partial double bond character between the C and O, and what is the reason? Due to conjugation of these electrons with the benzene ring. So this is what you see in the when we talk about the bonding. And one more thing is there, that if you see that here the oxygen, the electrons of the oxygen are in conjugated with the conjugation with the benzene ring. So as a result, we will see that here the oxygen will be less basic, because it will have less electrons, because it is somehow donating its electron to the benzene ring. So it will be less basic, because we know that base is a substance which has the more electron density, but here it is in its unshared electron pair are in conjugation with the benzene ring. So that means it will comparatively will have the smaller electron density. So we will say that it will be less basic. Though it will be less basic, that means it will withdraw the electrons here, like we know that there is a bond between this OH, O and H, and now if it is less basic, so that means it will withdraw the shared pair more towards itself, and due to which the release of proton will be much easy, or we can say it will increase the acidic character. It will increase the acidic character, or you can say proton is more acidic. I think it's clear. Again, I am just coming to bonding again. If we look for the bonding, we see that the angle is 109 degree and it is comparable to the methanol. The geometry here is planar, but bond length between the C and O is slightly short. And what is the reason for the shortening of the bond length? It can be explained actually due to resonance, and also it is sp2 hybridized. So due to this conjugation of the unshared pair electron with the benzene ring, there is a partial double bond character between C and O. So that means it is sp2 hybridized, and therefore there is shortening of bond length if we compare it with the methanol, and due to which it is a consequence that what we see that here the oxygen is less basic and hydrogen is more acidic, because it has somehow less electron density, because it is donating its unshared pair to the benzene also. So that means it will withdraw the shared pair of ONH more towards itself, and there will be the release of proton become much easy, or we can say it is more acidic, and O is less basic. So this is what if we talk about the bonding in the phenol. Now if we try to classify it, what we see actually that depending upon one OH group is present, or two OH group is present, or three OH group is present, we classify into mono, di, tri phenols. For example, if I have a structure like this in which I have this phenol, so this is a mono example for the monohydric, that means it has one OH. And if I make a structure like this, if there are two OH, it is a dihydric. Likewise, I can also prepare a trihydric alcohol. So like that, depending upon the number of OH which are actually present, we can classify the alcohol phenols especially into monohydric, dihydric or trihydric, just depending upon the number of OH group. But keep in mind that those OH groups should be directly attached to the benzene ring. Now if we talk about the nomenclature, we see that the substituted hydroxy compound of toluene. What is toluene? We know that toluene, any benzene ring which carries CH3 group is called as toluene. Now substituted hydroxy compound of toluene, this kind of compound means a benzene ring with OH group directly attached and also a CH3 group directly attached at any position is particularly the common name which is used as cresol, that is cresol. And di-tri derivatives, that means 2 OH is there or 3 OH is there, depending upon that we just depending upon these also, and depending upon CH3 group or any other group which is attached, a similar kind, we can use the words ortho, para or meta derivatives depending upon that at which position they are present. So we will just look for the common names here first. So here you can see that it is this thing CH3 group is present at ortho position, because we know that this is our ortho positions, these are our meta positions, and this is our para position. So what is the common name for it? It is orthocresol. It is orthocresol, and like this is meta, so it is metacresol. These are the common names actually. It is paracresol. Likewise, you can say that 2 OH group is present, so we will say that it is dihydroxyphenol. or dihydric phenol. Likewise. Now we'll just look for the IUPACs in them. So we know that here the OH group is present, so we need to number it from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And what is going to be the IUPAC name for it? It will be 2-methyl. It will be 2-methyl phenol. This will be 1, 2, 3, 3-methyl phenol. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 4-methyl phenol. This will be 1, 2. So it will be commonly called as, we can write it as benzene 1,2-diol. We will remove this. It is benzene 1,2-diol. Likewise, we can write benzene 1,3-diol. And this, like if we come to this, you know that if we see the functional groups, if we have OH group and we have COOH group particularly, so out of these functional group, this is being preferred. We regard this as major functional group, and we we consider this as a substituent. So we'll number from this side. So it will be 4-hydroxy benzenoic acid. Likewise here, this is also again preferred, so we need to number from this side, and the OH will be substituent. So it will be 2-hydroxy benzaldehyde. So these are the names, actually IUPAC names, which you will use. So I think you're clear with the basic concept of the phenol. So now we are going to start with its preparation. So just look at the board carefully.